Okay, so if you're wondering why the wind keeps blowing through, it's because I ain't got no AC in this car. All right, there's some bikers right there. We are in Sturgis. By we, I mean me and the mouse I got in my pocket. My name's Kevin Bennett. I'm a comedian. I'm a writer. I'm a musician. You might know me from my channel. A year and a half ago, my channel went silent. The reason my channel went silent is they turned it off. The reason they turned it off is because I was telling the truth about what's going on in the world we're in. And the truth about what's going on in the world we're in is this: the elite who run the nodes of power, things like Gmail, YouTube, etc., are corrupt, and they play a two-tiered justice scheme, and they mess with you. Now let's look what's in front of me. There we go. There's a bunch of bikers. It doesn't look like a lot from here because of the angle, but we're going to keep going. This road is entirely filled all the way to Main Street right now. I probably should have taken another route, but I wanted to take this one just for the hell of it. What they do is they put stop signs in order to slow things down. There's some fun, and it works. Darn it, it works, because it's just one at a time. But there are so many people here. 500,000 to 1 million people come to Sturgis every year, and 99% of them are right of center politically. Probably 25% or more of them are actually some sort of Christian, even though they're off in the high grass on certain issues. And as you can see, if we look here, several of the bikers have moved off the path. They've realized there is a quicker route to their ambitions. And indeed, this DoorDasher has realized the truth as well. So we will turn down this residential street. I'd go down the alleyway, but I have a tiny car. And that's another thing that happens in Sturgis. Everybody's all over the place. We're going to get up there. You're going to see how big it is. And it's 11:13 a.m. Mountain Standard Time right now. So it's early in the morning. Now see, the stop sign's still up here, but now they're in a line 200 long. Now, it's an interesting phenomenon in Sturgis. The bikers, you have to have money to run a bike. You'd think it'd be cheaper. It's less gas. But no, a lot of them are pretty heavy. And a good one, it's going to cost you a little bit. And if you take care of it, you're probably not going to ride it except for Sturgis. So a lot of these guys come from money. They've got resources. And Sturgis is a great event for the whole region because it's an economic influx. That's another reason a lot of the people who come to Sturgis are actually more likely to be conservative. Now I'm heading to pick up a DoorDash, so I shouldn't be getting any interruptions as it stands right now. Though it's possible. Yeah, that street over there, it's just backed up. You take one over and you're good. Now, what goes on at Sturgis isn't probably necessarily what one may equate with right-wing shenanigans all the time. There's a lot of bands that come through here that just don't have the same ideals, but you know, they're rock and roll. And there's an element of, I guess there is an element of hedonism to it. But you got a lot of Christian bikers up here too. There's a big cross in town. There's a whole ministry. And the reason I'm saying all this, I lost my ID and my wallet here on Monday, and they had it in the lost and found on Tuesday. 500,000 to 1 million people coming through this region, bikers. They didn't steal it. Now I thought I got rolled because this portly little Latino kid bumped into me like madly, and then my stuff was gone. Now he might have bumped it out of my wallet. Maybe I did get rolled, and then he couldn't use it, and he turned it back in. But no, I think I probably just dropped it. But I got it back the next day. It was in the lost and found. There's a lost and found here with all this madness. So what's happened is some modicum of the old world in terms of ethics and morality has somehow been maintained in this mad biker community. And when you get here, what you'll notice is the majority of people are not spring chickens. What are we doing here? Trailer, are we moving? What are we doing? Okay. The majority of them have been coming for decades, and they're older people. There's young folks, there's gals in bikinis and whatnot. Most of this locals. Now you see how loud it is. Now we're gonna this is a Wednesday, and part of the hedonism, it's not Sturgis, it's in Hewlett, Wyoming by Devil's Tower. Right now this is quote unquote Pantyless Wednesdays. That's not given the septuagenarian average here in terms of age, it's not something I'm too interested to see. That's not nice. Okay, so we can see some people going on doing stuff over here. I got to get in this lane because I'm going straight so I can get to McDonald's. And this is one of the stops here. I'm going to switch it over for us. Okay. Now, it becomes a main street, kind of like Las Vegas. And you can see it's open for bikers. And then here we got a whole line of them. There are just so many motorcyclists out right now. And you can hear the loudness of it. And you see his lights, very seizure-inducing. And now what I've done is I've circumvented the main drag there. Oh my gosh, guys, figure it out. You had the right-of-way dinosaur truck. There's a guy with a dinosaur truck had the right-of-way, didn't do nothing about it. Anyway, what I figured out, you got to go to the back routes. You got to go to the back routes to avoid the traffic, and then you're good. And what I've done is I've just taken this to a back route to the McDonald's where we're going to get our next order, and yada yada. I want to try and do some man on the street stuff here now that I've got my YouTube back up. So I'm going to try and do that later. No promises. Anyhow, had to post a few videos since holy crap at a panda bear Batman. I'm back to like that style from the 80s. Okay, I'm going to end this now.